Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here, your source for gaming, tech, emulation, and open source news. Let's get started. Alright, to kick things off, it's shaping up to be another absolutely gorgeous morning. It did rain last night, it's threatening to rain now, but it's supposed to clear up at some point today, and it's not too cold. And if you look around, the leaves are starting to change, and I'm very excited about that. And I'm more excited about all of the news we've got to get through. So first up on the docket, we're talking about Nintendo Switch emulation, and specifically Nintendo Switch emulation on Android with Eden. And Eden is now on the Google Play Store, and I think this may be very exciting for a lot of people. Am I surprised about this one? And I would say yes. And even more surprised that it made it through Google's verification to get put on the Google Play Store. From my understanding, anything that gets onto the Google Play Store has to be verified and vetted by Google, and it seems that Eden has passed that test. Now, I would say it would be one thing if Eden was trying to pass itself off as something else to get on the Google Play Store, but it's not hiding what it is. In the description of Eden, it flat out says Nintendo Switch Emulator. So with that being said, I think it's reasonable to say at this point in time that Switch emulation is officially back. I'm curious to see how long Eden kicks around for, if it gets taken down from the Google Play Store, if it remains to be up. From my understanding, they have significantly changed a number of components from what Yuzu was. So I don't necessarily know what's going to happen moving forward, but let me know your thoughts in the comments below. But moving on, and still talking about emulation, just going back one generation here and talking about Nintendo 3DS emulation with Azahar. And Azahar just got a brand new update, or a brand new release candidate. At the time of filming, version 21.23.2 release candidate 2 is the latest update. So taking a look on GitHub here, and they say despite being a minor release, Azahar 21.23.2 is receiving a release candidate. This is due to it containing notable internal changes to how the emulator is built, specifically on macOS and Windows. Furthermore, they have fixed a long-standing-ish issue. They fixed an issue where if the shader's Vulkan directory was manually deleted, the emulator would fail to recreate it properly, resulting in the emulator crashing due to failure to write cache data. Now, I'm assuming that most users would probably not at all be affected by that. Anyways here, if you are interested and wanted to learn more about it, like everything we talk about, links will be within the GitHub link in the bottom of the description below. I don't hide my sources. Now, before we get into the next segment here, I'm not necessarily sure if the microphone will pick up the audio or not, but there is a lake near where we're camping. I'm currently deep in the woods, but there is a boat out on the lake that, well, let's just say the engine has seen better days, unless they've made it sound really loud and awful. And it's first thing in the morning, and that's all you can hear reverberating through everything. I can hear the birds a little bit, but there is still that really bad noise from the engine. They probably need to get it worked on. Anyways, here, I apologize if you do pick that up on the mic. But moving on from that, and speaking about being out in the woods and seeing wildlife, next up here, we're talking about Firefox, because sometimes maybe, I don't know, you might see a fox in the wild. Horrible segue, I know. Anyways, here, we're talking about Firefox. And it seems as if Firefox is making changes that are not resonating well with the community, and arguably not myself either. There's a very interesting article over on OMG Ubuntu, and they say right here in the headline, Firefox adding Google Lens, stock data, AI page buddy features. Now, there seem to be a number of people who are not happy with Firefox integrating Google stuff, like Google Lens and telemetry and all of that stuff. But there does seem ways around this, and it does seem as if Firefox is making things relatively customizable. So from my understanding, Mozilla has implemented a backend to let any generic visual search URL be used for image searching instead of Google. Let me know your thoughts about that one in the comments below. Now, on top of that, Firefox, or Mozilla's Page Buddy, from my understanding, is supposed to be something similar to Microsoft Copilot, but it's an offline AI that allows you to ask stuff about web pages you're on. Now, I don't know about you, but to me, it's kind of, whoa, my phone is really illuminating my face. It's first thing in the morning, by the way. Anyways, here, it's kind of crazy that AI is being so quickly integrated with like literally everything. I mean, the only thing I'd want to ask Page Buddy is whether or not to subscribe to Mr. Sujano. But moving on from that, and next up, we're talking about Dragon Quest VII. And there's been a lot of chatter online the other day about the revealing of the Dragon Quest VII remake during the Nintendo Direct. And we'll talk about the Nintendo Direct in the next segment. But anyways here, I would say the big news about Dragon Quest VII Remake is that it's not a Switch exclusive. It is heading to PC, although it will be using Denuvo. Now this one I would say is not a standard remaster of a game. They're calling it Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. And if you take a look at the trailer, which I will drop in the link in the description below, you can see exactly why. It looks nothing like the old Dragon Quests. Now, based on comments I've seen online so far, it does appear that Dragon Quest VII Reimagined is being very warmly received. I'd be really curious to hear your thoughts about it, so let me know in the comments below. And speaking about comments, next up we're talking about the latest Nintendo Direct. And the latest Nintendo Direct was a long one on YouTube though, including the intro. The Direct was 1 hour and 6 minutes and 5 seconds. And I would say that's a real big Direct overall. And it seems as if there are mixed reactions, with a lot of people being overall very excited. Now, there was a whole bunch of stuff shown in the video, and I'm not going to go through everything because it's going to take forever to do that, and I'm not certain all of you even care. Anyways here, some of the more popular comments in the comments section are in regards to Pokemon. And listen to this one. I love buying DLC for a game that isn't even released yet. Take a shot every time they announce a DLC in this Direct. And this person, kind of off topic, but they say, my boy Ditto got his own game. I'm so proud of him. And this person says, I can't believe Ditto got his own game before Waluigi. So at a very high level here, it seems that some people were not happy that Pokemon ZA had DLC announced before the game's even released. I don't want to say that's par for the course nowadays, but it kind of seems like it is. And as for some of the other announcements during the Nintendo Direct, aside from Dragon Quest VII Reimagined and also Pokemon ZA DLC, they also announced a brand new Super Mario Galaxy movie, which was leaked, I would say, about a day or so before the Direct. On top of that, they announced that they're bundling Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 together and selling it in a bundle on the Switch 2 for October 2nd. They announced Mario Tennis Fever, game launching on February 12th. They also announced here Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, which is launching in spring 2026. For people who like Pokemon and cozy games, Pokemon Pokopia may be worth checking out. You play as Ditto, I guess, and it's a very cozy-ish looking game. On top of that, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is releasing on December 4th. Now on top of that, and I mean there is a lot more we're not going over here, but another thing a lot of people seem to be talking about was Virtual Boy headed to NSO starting in February. And with that, there's also going to be Virtual Boy accessories, both physical, well, they're both physical. One is like plastic and the other one is cardboard. The cardboard one is significantly cheaper, but I would say expensive for cardboard. So based on my understanding, if you wanted to play these Virtual Boy games on the Switch, you're going to need NSO plus the expansion pack pass. And the physical versions of the Virtual Boy plugin for the Switch 2, the non-cardboard one, the plastic one, costs $100, and the cardboard one costs $25. But I'm not going to lie here, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on the matter, so let me know what you thought about the Nintendo Direct in the comments below. Did you like it? Did you think it sucked? Was it missing stuff you thought was going to be announced? Or was it everything you ever dreamed of? And speaking about stuff you always dreamed about, next up we're talking about Battlefield 6. And Battlefield 6 is getting some stuff in it that people were definitely not dreaming of, at least not according to reactions. It seems as if, well, this is not confirmed yet, this is just a rumor, but it appears that some skins have leaked. And these skins are cartoony and people are really not happy with it. Let me know your thoughts about that one in the comments below. Honestly, I am not surprised at all. I think EA is trying to make Battlefield 6 everything and anything all at once. Now, it's worth noting at this point in time, nothing is confirmed just yet, but I'm assuming this stuff will make it into the game. And anyways, this person here says, I just don't understand the thought process of these designers when they create stuff like this. I just don't get it. Just give us authentic military skins and everybody is happy. And that's one of the most popular comments. And this person here says, hate to say it, but y'all can speak up, y'all can petition, y'all can stand up. But the one thing that they will care about is the voice of wallets. We can have a lot of people saying, take this stuff out, but if it's a big seller, then they will keep it in. And here's the final comment I'll read, and I think this is some good food for thought. To all the defenders talking about how this is all right and nothing major, just give it a couple months after launch when you start seeing the really stupid stuff. Then you'll be back here complaining about those skins and wondering why they're doing it. But moving on from that, and last up, we're switching gaming genres here and talking about a roguelike deck builder. And in yesterday's video, we talked about Slay the Spire and the upcoming Slay the Spire 2. And if that stuff is up your alley, Trial of Ariah might be up your alley. So there's a brand new demo up on Steam. I haven't checked this one out yet, but the demo just launched yesterday. But anyways, that is all I've got for you in this one. Straight to the point, all stuff and no fluff. Really surprised about that I didn't see a fluff today, but we didn't. And it's not like there's a lot of people around, a lot of commotion. It's really quiet, except for that stupid loud boat. Anyways, we talked about a bunch today. Feel free to discuss anything we talked about in the comments below. If you liked this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button. Check out my other videos. Don't tempt fate. Save your state.